definitely with regards to being an entrepreneur.
That's sweet. Are you constantly advancing and developing your business plan today, or do things pretty much stay the same?
No, things never stay the same. And again, when you bring up a business plan, I was in business for a lot of years before I even had a business plan. Okay. Um, I would not advise that. After finally sitting down and doing a business plan, it all made sense as to why you need one.
Right.
Okay. And I understand it's hard it's hard to project things that you don't know and to put down on paper what you don't know. I will say, for me, it was easier for me to put a business plan together after I was already operating.
Right.
But once I did that, it started my wheels are turning, and I could see how if I had at least sat down and done a proper business plan from the beginning, I would have avoided some of the mistakes that I made along the way of not having a business plan. You have to put things down on paper.
Right.
Yeah, because if you don't know where you're going,
Yeah, you can't see where you're going. You
No.
won't see the bumps in the road. You won't see the
Absolutely.
obstacles you have to avoid. All right. Okay. Are there things that you take time to learn about because of your business or personal interest? Like, do you have side hobbies or things? Do you like doing other things that you don't make money with? Things like that.
Well, one of my side hobbies is I do music. I've done music since I was 15, and I still operate a studio, out of my home. So there was a time back in the late '90s, early 2000s when I actually turned my passion for music into starting my own. And I hate to use this term, record label, but I was actually putting out records. And so I did the independent, did that, and that was just birthed out of just a side interest. Through that venture, I had to learn about doing videos, so I got into videography, I got into photography, all of these different things, but all of that was birthed out of doing music and my musical interest. So, I still do that, but it's not, at this point, that's not a business.
Right.
That's just a hobby.
Right. I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I do similar things with music as well. Do you have any new things or new ventures that you're getting into now?
Actually, yes, and that's part of why I'm so exhausted right now. I just got back in town from, of all places, Nebraska. Yeah, there was an opportunity that arose with a friend of mine that started doing some business out there, and I got in the car and drove to Nebraska to go check it out. And that has turned into that itself has turned into a whole new business for me. It's still within the realm of construction, but it's not working on houses. It's actually manufacturing. What I'm getting going is he has an art business going, and I'm actually going to be custom making frames
Ooh.
for him. So.
That sounds like something you'd be interested in.
Yeah, no, it was great, but again, I went out and drove to Nebraska and had no idea what was there for me, if anything was there for me. But I had to go check it out.
That brings up another point about the characteristics of entrepreneurs. Sometimes you have to put in something, hoping you get something back, with the risk that you may not. So risk taking is definitely a key, a characteristic of
Absolutely, you have no idea. Even you have to let go of fear. Okay, fear is going to exist, but you have to just move past it. And even as I was renting a car and getting in my car at 2 o'clock in the morning to drive to Nebraska, there was still that part of me that said, "Man, what in world are you doing? But, you know, there was some opportunity there, and I had to go check it out.
Right, right. Ooh, that's a very key point. Um, do you have any mentors or teachers who propelled you to what many people today would consider a successful entrepreneur?
I actually do have I have several mentors. Um, for a long time, I didn't. I didn't. That's something that really didn't come into my life until maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Now, looking back, I mean, there were people around me that were sources of information, but as far as people that were official mentors, you know, that was established as our relationship, that really didn't come into my life until about 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
But it's important that you seek out people, and I was always seeking. It just took a long time for it to
Right.
for it to manifest.
Excellent. What are your opinions on the economy of today and the effects that it has on the business industry?
I'm probably going to give you a different answer than most people are going to give you. Right? So, it's my opinion that there's no problem with the economy.
Hmm. Interesting. That is a very different. That's a very different opinion.
Well, when I say that, I mean I say that in meaning that, you know, if you go back and you study history, if you study the Great Depression,
Right.
people got rich
Mm-hmm.
during the Great Depression. That doesn't mean things are perfect when I say that,
Right.
because in my opinion, there's no, there's no, there's no. Well, the depression was real, but
Little recession.
there's no recession. Thank you very much. The recession is mental.
Hmm. That makes sense.
The recession is mental. Um, the people that have money, it's important for them to keep people without money,
Exactly.
without money. Okay. And the first place they attack you is in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So if they put out there, if they tell people enough, it's a recession, you'll believe that it's a recession.
Mm-hmm.
I personally have made more money during the recession than I did before the recession.
Wow.
Well, that's because again, I've got a good attitude
Right.
and I'm flexible. So, you know, things are changing. People are not able to make money the same way that they used to.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, it's true that 401ks and all that was a lie. Yeah. But that doesn't mean there's still not ways for you to make
Right.
money.
Instead of just, for example, someone who may work a certain job or do a certain thing, that one thing, and that's all they know. And because that one way doesn't work, they feel that there is no way things to
Absolutely.
work. Instead of being adaptable and flexible enough to change and adapt to whatever you have to do,
Right.
people assume that, well, there's no
Well,
way
there's nothing they can do, and that's just not the
Right.
truth.
Right.
You may have to do some things that you don't want to do.
Right.
You may have to come up with some things that you never thought of before.
Right. Right.
But I can't make it. There's no jobs. No, that's just not true. There's no
Right.
money. That's just not true. As long as I see cars going up and down the road,
Planes flying.
as long as I see planes
Mhm.
flying, as long as I see malls opening up every day, and I see restaurants opening up every day, there's money. So now again, is it the same as it used to be? Absolutely not.
Right. But it's still there.
There's plenty of
Right.
money.
Exactly.
Plenty of money.
All right. Is networking something you're involved in?
Oh, absolutely. If I didn't network, I'd be starving.
That's a good point.
Yeah. You have to network. You have to constantly. You know, the thing about being an entrepreneur is, you know, I tell people if you want time off, then go get a job. Then go get yourself a job. If you're gonna be an entrepreneur, you have to be willing to work 24 hours a day,
Right.
every day.
point is very
Yeah.
key.
And that doesn't mean you're always lifting, moving, sitting at the computer. I mean, it doesn't
Right.
doesn't mean that you're constantly doing the things that you have to do in business, but it means that you're constantly alert, looking, talking. You know,
Conscious awareness.
everything that you do is connected back to
It drives the business.
that business.
Right. Right. I have some friends who a guest speaker who mentioned that to me that even though you may even be out having a good time somewhere, but you'll still it's a part of your mind will be thinking about what you can do to improve things.
I'm constantly looking for opportunity everywhere I go. It doesn't matter what you're doing, what I'm doing, and you know where you're at. You're constantly looking for opportunity, observing, constantly looking at, you know, what I mean, advertising.
Right.
You know, it just doesn't matter. You're always seeking information and seeking knowledge, and it's always, you know, it's all around you.
So it's almost literally speaking, you are your business.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Is there anything you would like to say to upcoming entrepreneurs and youth about starting businesses and the state of the market today?
Well, if I had to say anything, you know, there's your attitude, and there's flexibility, determination. You have to be determined. Um, it's also not always about having money. It's not always about having money. You can do a lot of things without money. Now, the other side of that is money can do a lot of things for you also. So money is important, but you can't get caught up thinking that you can't start whatever it is because you don't have any money. You know? And whatever ventures you want to go into, you have to start today with whatever you have. You know, if you wait until when I have this and I have that and I have that, then it's never gonna happen. You
Right.
have to start wherever you are with what you have. It's also one of the things that I found throughout my life is everything that you think you need, everything that you think you don't have, you already have access to.
Mm.
You do. You may not. It may not be on the surface. It may not be It may not be easy for you to tap into the things that you need, but it's already available to you.
Right.
You may have to go to some sources that you didn't want to consider,
Right.
but if you want to get whatever it is done, it's already around you.
Right.
You just have to look for it. As far as the market goes, just you're in control of your destiny, and you don't have to believe the news. You know, if you know, as far as being an entrepreneur, if you're in the business of selling widgets, and they come on the news and they say widgets are no good anymore, then you got to go sell sticks.
Right.
You know, whatever.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter. It really comes back to how bad you want to make it in business, and you got to figure out a way to make that happen.
Okay. Thank you so very much, sir, for taking time to express your thoughts and feelings on business and entrepreneurism today. PhotoGuy-Productions and BDI appreciates you very much. And to all of our viewers for taking time to listen to what we as entrepreneurs and youth have to say today. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you for having me.